Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you play it. And on today's episode, we are reviewing Bloodborne. That comes to us from Software. Really? The company's name is Software? Yeah, that's what I said. It comes to us from Software. Oh, it's from... Okay. I've just been informed that the company's name is From Software. So, Bloodborne comes to us from Software. From. Okay. Alright, so Bloodborne is like, part 4 or episode 4, or I don't know. It's, alright, so this is a company, they produced Demon's Souls and Dark Souls 1 and 2, so if you like violence, high difficulty, and very minimal story, then this game is for you. So the game starts off in some gothic ye oldie time city of Yharnam, or I think I'm pronouncing that barely right. And apparently there's some kind of great disease that's been going around, and the cure for this disease lies in the city. And many people travel there to get that cure. But upon getting the cure, you are now deemed a hunter, so your job is to now hunt down the forces of evil! You have to... Yeah, that includes like giant birds, giant dogs, giants, people possessed by the powers of evil, and, well, a whole bunch of other nightmarish creatures and whatnot. Alright, so, let's see. Now, I thought this was gonna be like a God of War or something, and I did think it was gonna be like Demon Souls and Dark Souls. But yeah, so I thought it was gonna be like the God of War series, but no, it's kind of different. For starters, you I guess with the other, I have not played Demon Souls 1 or 2, or did not play Demon Souls or Dark Souls 1 or 2, but thanks to Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation, I have a really good idea of what's going on. Alright, so if you love... Okay, so you start the game, you create your character, give them the name, what they look like, what their stats are, and then you pick their weapons. So then after you've set up your character, you're off and away. So you leave, you go down to the first room, and you're instantly killed by a giant dog. So then you're taken to like this hunter's realm. It's like the land of the dead or something. You can go back there intermittently if ever you want to. But apparently that first fight was just to tell you, oh yeah, you suck, so the only way you can not suck is if you equip these weapons. Now the interesting thing is, like, you have a slashing weapon and a projectile weapon. And I've seen that you can actually click a button and your slashing weapon can be altered. Like, I had a short axe, and then I upgrade to like a axe meets Grim Reaper staff. So that's kind of interesting how you're able to alter the look and properties and how it handles for your weapon style. Yeah, so, I forgot to mention this earlier, but this is an M-rated video game, so it's definitely not for children. There may be a lot of scary elements, because this is kind of a horror series, but there's so much violence and blood, but I would highly recommend that you do not let your kids near this. Especially after you beat up the dog, then you have to, let's see, there's other dogs, there's giant birds, and people, and there's... Oh man, there's just violence galore, and lots of gore. Alright. And now we come to one of the aspects that whoa. Okay. This game is incredibly difficult. Look, I know games are there for like a challenge to like try to get over this wall, and you have to find a way to get over the wall, or around it, or through it. That's what a challenge is, but this game is relentless! I mean, seriously, you die almost every other time, so then you have to figure out who to fight, like how to sneak by or how to run by. It is just ridiculous how challenging they make this game. Yeah, so you can either play it locally or you can play it online, but I'm pretty sure whatever way you play, it's still difficult. Now, you can leave like little notes for other travelers, and you can pick up ones that say like, don't do this, or attack this, or... You know, little tidbits on how to help other players, or you can just spam, I guess. Because, of course, this is a game, but it's still the internet, so spam away. Yeah, so visually the game looks great, but can only say that for like this one area which I was constantly going over and over again. Yeah, you have a dodge feature, but well, it's dodgy to put it mildly. Yeah, so the game looks great, but it's incredibly gory and violent, but it is ridiculously difficult. I rented this game for one day, and alright, I found this game so ridiculously hard that after one day of playing it, I was like, okay, back into the red box you go. Yeah, I like a challenge, but there is such a thing as difficulty curve. Is just this curve was so high up, it was actually becoming a tidal wave. It was concaving in on itself how ridiculously difficult this game was. Yeah, it's very rare when you yes. Every once in a while you always play a game that is difficult, but this one this was a rarity for me. I never experienced anything like this. Though after seeing Yahtzee's review of Demon Souls and Dark Souls, yeah, it's definitely along the same path. So if you do love a challenge, this game is for you. Me, no, I like a strat. I like almost any game out there, but this one I think was just way too. It was ridiculous. I mean, you're so underpowered when you're facing groups or being chased by people. And of course you don't have to worry about the ones that are up close, you have to worry about the ones that have projectile weapons that can hit you from a distance, so... Yeah, if you like a game where you have to like plan or come up with a strategy, if you like a game that involves stealth elements, if you like puzzles, shooters, there's a whole variety of games out there, but trust me, this one, it's third person, it's hacky / melee and a little bit of a projectileness, but it is just ridiculously hard. So I give this game, it's not for me, but I know some other people will probably like it. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's not my genre, but hey, I know some people out there who probably like that. Alright, that's all the time we have for this episode. No, it's weird. Normally I enjoy getting a game and renting it and playing it and reviewing it, but this one, not so much. Sorry to seem such a downer, but don't worry, I'll make it up in the next episode for you guys. Until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337 saying thank you for watching, and as always, happy gaming.